As part of the Black Powder Challenge, we got sent some Warlord kits. I got a Prussian Landwehr kit, as you can see, and this is it. It says it contains 24 hard plastic and metal 28mm Napoleonic Prussian Landwehr infantry. So we'll have a look. Right, so obviously the box, very pretty. I don't know why we have to look at the box. And there's your unit contained within. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. So there you go. That's the unit. And the figures there, all painted up. Bit of background to it and a leaflet. So let's open it up and have a look. Okay, so there's the metals. We'll have a look at them in a second. The plastic sprue. Oops. More plastic sprues. So there you go. I think there's 6 of those, so there's 7 of them. 21 plastic miniatures. From the point of view of first impressions, they are quite nice actually. Quite detailed, quite well defined. Yeah, there's very little in the form of flashing on these. There's obviously little you can see little mould lines, but they'll come off with a bit wet dry. The only thing that's worrying me looking at them is the depth of these injection markings. They might scar when we cut them out, but we'll have a look at that when we've got them assembled. There seem to be 2 little daggers, I assume. Right, okay, so that's for these 2, because this chap's got an axe. They do like their axes, don't they? But yeah, they're quite nice. They're solid one-piece figures, which I like, to be honest. I'm not really a big fan of plastic, and especially plastic multi-part stuff, because you end up with too much bloody stuff getting in the way. But the detail on the back's quite nice. I don't know whether you can pick that up. The canteen, ammo pouch, little mug there for him. He's got his bread bag, his pack, and his bedroll. Let's have a look at the metals. Okay, oops. So we have the drummer. He's looking very nice. A bit more of a clean up on him. I can see flash and stuff in there, but obviously this is metal, so we do expect a bit of that. An officer. Is he in focus? He is now. Yeah, very nice. I do like him holding his sword scabbard there. And for change, they've got sword right, it's curved. I've seen him with cavalry swords in the past, which is a bit irritating. But yeah, he's nice. And we have our standard bearer. Not all Landwehr battalions require a flagman, but there you go, we've got one in our case. And oh, he's got a musket thing, so where's his musket? I don't know, anyway. And the ubiquitous Warlord finial, the one that comes with every flag, nation, and whatever across the universe. So they need to change that Warlord. One of the things that Warlord have still do is contain these little pamphlets inside their boxes of plastic miniatures, which I think is really good. Basically, it gives you information about Landwehr. Well, basically the unit that you bought, but in this case, the Landwehr tells you about bit about how they were formed, why they were formed and stuff. A bit of history behind the units and what have you. And inside, obviously, is the ubiquitous flags. These are really useful if you're not going to buy special flags, you can obviously cut these out and glue them on, whatever. And it gives you tons of information, all the sort of stuff that you need to know about the unit that you're painting in basic detail. Obviously this unit on the box here is a Silesian unit, which I'll be painting up as a Silesian unit. It's a 3rd Battalion because of the shoulder straps. This has got just the black and white flag, but one presumes that it's actually the 3rd Battalion of the 1st Silesian, the only flag left that we know of. And the flags in this instance are mainly assumptions, or as they point out here, conjectural, because there are no records really of the Landwehr flags, because they weren't supposed to carry them. After 1813 anyway. So we'll have a closer look at the sprue. Here we are. Okay, you get 3 nice looking chaps. Front and rear detail is really nice, to be honest. As we can see, we have a varied kit out. Bedroll, no bedroll. He hasn't got bedroll at all, poor man. I don't think. No. He has. They've got someone's got a little tin cup, little magazine, bread bag, knapsack. Yeah, really nice. Really nice detail. The front and back. Facially, we've got 3 variants, I think. We've got a moustache, clean face, and a beard. So yeah, they look really nice. Trousers as well. As you can see, they are Landwehr. So we've got the raggedy trousers, little rolled up affairs going on. Looks like he's got no socks on, and his clogs. So yeah, very nice indeed. They all have caps, but they're not stiffened, I don't think. They're all sort of like sloppy caps, which is good. So yeah, just quickly, you may notice when I've cut this off here, I've cut it quite far away from where the actual injection joins the arm. So I've got my cutty plier things, and I've made sure I cut it quite away. I could have cut it up snug, but the reason for that is I felt that these lugs are a bit heavy. So my intention is to obviously then use a knife and a bit of wet dry sandpaper and ensure that I don't cut any big divots out of his arms. So there you go, that's just a tip for you. Sometimes you might want to cut stuff further away from the sprue than that's absolutely necessary, and that way you don't get big holes in it. Alright, so let's have a look at them off the sprue. Like I say, you can see they've got some, yeah, they're quite nice, well proportioned sculpts. Obviously, these are designed to be ranked, so you would expect not to have that much detail on the sides. This, I presume, this figure would probably be good for the outside left of a flank, because he's got good side detail. This one here, for example, I'd stick him in the centre, because the detail on his side is not particularly brilliant. So, but obviously when you've got them ranked up, you're not really that bothered, because you can't actually see the sides. I think that's probably a deliberate sculpting rule or sculpting decision. They are, like I say, for ranks, and they are only wargaming figures, so they're not collectibles or anything like that. So yeah, very nice. We'll get on and paint a few now. Right then, we've thrown a bit of paint on them. I painted them up as per the box art, with the yellow shoulder straps, which is a 3rd Battalion. I presume everybody goes for the 3rd Battalion. Just as a note, the 3rd Battalion's flag is, I think, is the only surviving Landwehr flag around. So obviously that's the 3rd Battalion of the 1st Silesian. These are Silesians, as you can tell from the yellow. Yeah, I think, in my view, they've turned out pretty effective. I do like the way they look when they're all together. As I said, this is just the contents of the box. I based them up in 4 companies. I based them into 4 companies because I've made the assumption that they would operate in a similar sort of way to what the Musketeer and Fusilier companies would operate. So it's 4 companies. Whether that's right or not, I don't know. Greater minds than mine. But like I say, I think they're quite effective as a battalion for a war game. The figures look well. I've mixed them up a bit, tried to make sure that you've only got the 3 variants, so just try to make sure that they don't sort of all look the same, even though they're not that different. As you can see, I put the armed ones on the sides and the ones with less detail in the centre. Well, in some instances, you could have done with being somewhere else, but there you go. The command group, which is what you get. Now, I can't guarantee. I've bought Warlord stuff in the past, plastic sets, the British units, and the command groups there would be a variation of the metal command groups in each box. So that's my experience. Whether that's a mistake on Warlord's part, I don't know. But the command group that came with these, this is the 3 figures. Let's say the flag bearer, the standard bearer, the musician, in this case a drummer, and the ossifer. Yeah, they do look well. If you're after a quick unit for your Prussian army, then you wouldn't go far wrong with buying a box of these. They do, for the price, they do exactly what they say on the tin. You get a battalion of Landwehr quite cheaply, and they do paint up quite well. I found this with the British. I did the British. I did the Peninsula British units. When the plastic sets for them came out, I think the British ones were 2-piece. They had the backpacks on. And when I first saw them, I was quite sort of, ooh, I don't like them. But once they're painted up, they look quite well. I haven't actually got any lying about. I'd have brought one on and showed you, but yeah, they paint on quite well. So same with these. I mean, there's enough detail on them to tell you what they are, and make them interesting to look at, and quite impressive when they're all together. So yeah, nice one, Warlord. These are pretty good. Like I say, I've based these just the box. There's nothing extra added than what you get in the box. So you get, like I say, the 6 on a base. That's a 2cm frontage for those people that these things matter to. So what I'll be doing is obviously my bases are 1.5cm, so that's 8 per base on a 6cm frontage. So I just like them looking more cramped up, bunched together, as it were. But these look, they look well. They look well at 6 on a base. Yeah, I'm quite impressed. So that's my look at the Warlord box set of Landwehr. Thanks for watching.